Cool, so my battery had died, so I think I'm gonna just start this all over. So hey everyone, my name is Janet. I do skate and pole dancing videos most of the time. I just started school this week and I'm still working, so I'm gonna keep this video pretty simple, and it's gonna be a what's in my skate bag. Currently I was using this one and I would just carry it like this. And I showed this in the previous video, but this is Betty Boop bag. But it looked like it was a Confederate flag right here, so I painted over it. But I mean, I didn't finish all of it, so you can see it right here. So I'm gonna put off on using this one so that I could paint it again, like add another layer. And I'm moving my skate bag to this one, which I kind of like more because it has this little handle. So if I end up having to go to take the bus to the skate park or ride my bike, it'll be easier. So the first thing that I put obviously is my skates. I use the Moxi skates as my go-to skate. I have Kaya's as well, but I'm trying to use those more at home, like when I want to get an hour in working on jumps and stuff like that, because I still am warming my way up towards like being comfortable on a flat skate. I use bull bomber wheels and then my Kaya short stem, and then I do use protection, but I feel like I should probably invest in knees that are like more protected, because these are kind of like volleyball-ish knee protection, so they don't have like a hard shell. It's just like a little spongy cloth in there, but I like it. I mean, I've been taking like really bad falls where like I don't like fall on my knees, like I never do that. So I usually like slide on my elbows and my wrists. So I feel like I'm okay with this, but sometimes it's like a mental thing that you want to feel extra protected. So I am going to invest probably in Smith scabs and take those to the park, but I use these for the meantime. And it's pretty cool because like if I'm wearing baggy pants, I could just put them under my pants and it doesn't look bulky or anything. The tool that I for sure take every time is my Y tool. So this is the one where I use to adjust my toe stop or tighten them, and then these two are for tightening or loosening up the wheels or the trucks. So I honestly used to always just tighten my trucks all the way because I thought that was more secure and safer for me. But as I started like trying to work more on like bowls and like my carving, I found that it really helps to loosen them up. It makes me a little nervous because sometimes I could feel my ankle shaking a bit, but I just need to get comfortable with it. For sure wrist, and then I use the Derby wrist guards from 187 Killer Pads, and I like these better than the ones that are a bar because this one feels more protected. Like the shell is more, it's whiter, and like the bar of like the wrist guards that are a bar, sometimes the bar thingy comes off, so I feel more secure on this one. And it just covers like the palm, so it's pretty cool. I do like, I feel like I sweat a lot more from my wrists, so I do recommend always washing them or not keeping your skate bag just in the bag. Like I have a habit of, I get home and I just take off my bag and then I like clock in for work or do whatever I'm gonna do. But if you keep it like closed in on your bag, like that's what kind of collects the germs and it smells. So yeah, like take them out of your bag and then like let the sun kind of hit them. And then I put these in my bag. Like for sure I take my sunblock, so I use this one. I heard this is like not ethical, but it's vegan, cruelty free, paraben free, all this like good stuff. But then I also heard that it's not good for the ocean because it's still bad for the coral reefs. But I'm not going to the beach, so I use this at the skate park. And then I had to step up my skincare game because I honestly wasn't that good at like having a skincare routines, and I'm trying to be better. You know, I'm getting older, I guess. I just turned 26, and I don't know, just to take the precautions now. And I think you are supposed to be wearing sunblock every day, but I just never don't. I hardly do. So give me a sec. Yeah, so I never wear sunblock, but now I started using this one. So it's called Black Girl Sunscreen, and it's black owned. Is it focusing? Yeah. And I've also heard that like SPFs aren't that important, so like the highest you could get probably is around 50-60. Anything higher than that isn't really doing much in addition. They're just like, you know, putting a number to make you feel like, oh, it's like the best one. But I got 50 for body and then 30 for face, and this one is pretty cool because there is no white residue. So it's, I mean, it's made by a black woman. It's a black owned business, and it's catered towards like people of color and black people, so it doesn't leave a white cast like a lot of sunblocks do. And then also I put it all over my face because you're supposed to put like, I don't know if anyone follows like makeup for women of color on Twitter, but like you're supposed to put 2 fingers of sunblock on your whole face and neck and then your ears. So I do put some on my eyelids, and then I put some around here. And with my sweat when I'm skating at the skate park and it gets in my eyes, it doesn't burn. So I mean, I don't know if that's the thing with people, but some sunblocks, like it gets in your eyes and it burns and your eyes water. But this one, I've never had any issues with it, so I really recommend a sunblock for daily use, and then especially at the skate park. And then lately I've been skating more in the morning because usually once at the end of the day I'm tired or I have other stuff to do, but because I work most of the day and then I try to do my own personal stuff like afterwards or eat and work out. So most of the time I've been like slowly transitioning towards skating in the morning, and I just started taking pre-workout again for working out, but also I use it for the skate park. So this is a really good one. It's called Prolific, and I've had pre-workouts that you take them and it literally feels like crack. Like you have to keep moving, you have to keep doing, you get jittery. So this one isn't like that. This one just gives you that boost of energy and like you wake up, but it's like,
oh my god, the next one you just drew eyelashes from the eye crease instead of the eye.
It's not stimulant, like you're not gonna freak out. So I really like this one. I have it in Mango Splash.
Yeah, like her hair's growing out of here.
And then I got this at Wicked Skate Shop. It's from El Oro Madre, the OG roller derby gear spray, and it's literally just alcohol, distilled water, and then essential oils. So shake well and let air dry. But I feel like it just kind of masks the smell, so I do spray it as soon as I get off, and then like as I'm gearing down and taking off my skates, I keep it in the sun. But I do feel like it kind of masks the smell. Obviously it's not gonna clean it up, so you should still wash your gear at least once a week, but this at least covers up the smell, because sometimes it does be smelling, like especially me, like I forget to wash my things and like I sweat a lot in my hands, so it's really embarrassing. Even after I take off my gear and I'm in the car or something, I could smell my hands. And then I always wear my helmet. I use an S1. I kind of wanted to keep the sparkly one, but then I ended up putting stickers, so I'm just gonna keep it at these 2 stickers. So it's just a Bitchin' Buds bong, it says high as fuck, and then my friend Yasmin sticker. And I do smoke. I think I'm about to be 2 months sober from alcohol, but I am gonna continue smoking. I feel like I've been looking into this a lot, but you know, reading about vices and all of that stuff, and alcohol was never something positive for me. So I am not drinking anymore, but I do smoke. And I'll see, maybe once I like have more discipline with the alcohol, where I just never ever crave it, and it's like 1 year already, maybe I'll start reflecting on how I use marijuana or something like that. But for now, like I do use marijuana only, no more cigarettes. I don't use hard drugs, but yeah, I had a previous video about eating well and drinking water and all of that stuff. So health is really important, like especially if you're into skating now, like maintaining your well-being and like being just having the energy to do this, and like the aftercare, which is eating well and sleeping and drinking water and your safety during. So yeah, I use a helmet. I don't want to risk any concussions because those get me really depressed. Concussions actually trigger people, or like if you have depression and then you get a concussion, the symptoms of your depression actually heighten during your concussion time recovery. And that was really hard for me because I did have a concussion earlier this year in February, and I remember I went to work and then my boss was just like, oh, just go home, like it's bad for your brain. And like in reality I would have been happy and like, fuck yeah, I get to go home. But I remember I was just so depressed and feeling so sad. I just started crying in the bathroom, whatever. And then obviously my water, so I use a canteen. I live in an accessory dwelling unit, whatever. So I don't drive either, so I never buy those gallons of water. I buy the little ones, but I go through those so fast. So my friend's dad actually buys me a whole bunch of plastic water bottles and watermelon every time he goes to the store. But I do recycle everything, and I do move things into my canteen every now and then. But if you ever see me with like a plastic water bottle, like, yeah, I do believe in like sustainable practices, but it's also like I do think like it's not just like us say not using plastic, but also like what about these policy people that allow like huge corporations to pollute? Like I think we need to take out the centrism that we feel like our own like self-guilt about the environment, and then sometimes it's not even just us, it's like a bigger picture. So I am an environmentalist, but if you see me with a plastic water bottle, mind your business. It's just better for me. Like you're not gonna see me carrying a giant gallon of water unless you want to drop off gallons of water for me. Be my guest. I do miss Mexico, that they used to like just drive around and then you would get your gallon or whatever. But yeah, so I use this canteen. I got it in Portland, I think. But you could just order it online. So yeah, that's my skate bag. Obviously I take my keys. Usually I have like a little fanny pack separately for my phone and my keys, and then sometimes my earphones. But yeah, so thank you for watching this video. I don't know if it was interesting or if you guys feel like you want to see something else from me. I am gonna have to be adjusting to my new school schedule, and then I still have the Latina Patina mini documentary in the works. It's just taking me a while because it's a lot of footage, and like even editing these videos is so much work. But I need to time block a lot of time during the week to really dedicate myself to that one, because it's a huge file and it's a lot of folders and files. And okay, but yeah, thank you for watching this video. I hope you like it, and I'll see you all in the next one.